I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah.
Oi. Ooh. I didn't think you'd show up today, man. Hey. Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, mate. Is this a fantasy podcast or?
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hang
I
on a
predicted
second.
this. Benjy, I told you he's going
Is
to
it?
say this.
Is this wait? Hang on a second. Is this a fantasy podcast or is this a watch from my cuck chair because I'm not in the competition podcast?
Oh, here we go. You won't be there for too long.
Oh, are they your cuck chairs that you're sat on now? Ah, they must be.
What trophies are you winning this season, Stock? Enlighten us, please. What trophies are you winning?
The FA Cup.
Who are you playing in the FA Cup? Oh, yeah, you do have a good fixture, to be honest.
Yeah. So who knocked you out of the FA Cup? Sorry, I forgot.
We don't talk about ancient times. It's a fantasy
Yeah.
podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
There you
Let's
go,
get
yeah.
back to fantasy then, lads. Let's go.
Guys, absolutely smash the like button, get us to at least 60 likes. It's a blessed month of Ramadan Kareem, those who are celebrating, of course, and obviously participating. So do smash the like button in this holy month. FPL has been quite a bit slow as of recently, but I know you guys can turn up and smash the like button and make it, a good time for us. So yeah.
Benjy. Benjy, someone said that they can't hear you. And some can wait, hang on. Let me turn my stream up, see if I can hear. Yeah, I can't hear you, bro. That's full blast on my phone. Can't hear. Benjy. It's on now, yeah. It's working now, yeah.
We good? I think we're good. I hope the intro was working. But anyways, we'll move on. I think it should be good now, guys. Just let me know. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. League title race. I think now is back in Arsenal's hands. Yeah, boys. What are we saying?
Sorry, bro. Title race. How many points are they clear now? 7 points, yeah?
7
City
points.
does
City
have
have
a
a
game
game
in
in hand. Yeah.
And then on top of that, they have to play City at the way to Emirates, correct?
No, at Etihad.
At Etihad. So that what? So if I was to do best case scenario, City are basically down 1 point.
1 point.
No?
Correct. Yeah.
I'd suggest that City need to win every game in order to win the league, and I just don't see that happening in their current form. So I would suggest that Arsenal have won the league.
Wow. Fair enough. And in terms of the relegation battle, who do you want to see go down? Who do you think goes down, Stock?
I'd love to see Nottingham Forest go down, to be honest, because I think is it Marinakis? I think he's an idiot. And I think how he treated Nuno after what he achieved last season, I think he deserves this humbling. And I'd love for him to suffer and hold that, because I don't know what he thought he was doing. Like, even at the end of last season, like coming onto the pitch and berating Nuno like live on television because they didn't get Champions League football. I think that's despicable, and they as a club deserve every bad coming that comes their way.
100%. And do you actually think they're going to go down though?
No, I honestly think Tottenham could go down, to be fair.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead, Kayman.
Yeah, can you just add the poll for the likes? Because I don't think it's there, Benjy. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I will. I'll add it.
Okay, no worries. Okay, no problem. Okay. Yeah, I think what Stark said, I just want to echo what Stark said. I think, yes, their City have to win every game, but it's plausible because it's looking like, they might be out of the Champions League. They're down 3-0. So the Madrid's going to be quite heavy favourites to go through. So if they do go through, really and truly, the only thing they have left to play like that really means something is the league. And I do think that the league is not done. And obviously Arsenal are in the driving seat, and they've been in the driving seat for majority of the season. But we could see something monumental come in the season, like something, that will be remembered for time. And
Yeah.
I think not many people want Arsenal to win. Let's be frank. Other than the league itself, I think there was some league representative came out in the interview saying, yeah, we want a new champion every 2-3 years or something like that. So league slightly does not want City to be winning, that often as they did as recently. So maybe the league wants a new winner, but at the same time, football is football, and if City has nothing else to play for, just put the league. I think it's still up for. It's still a race. I think it's not done.
Fair enough. I think I think obviously I'll stick to Arsenal, but in terms of the relegation, I think Spurs are going to go down. It's going to be the biggest relegation that we've seen in the Premier League era, I think. And the reason I think Spurs will go down is because the teams they're finding up against, I believe they are seasoned in terms of they know, and their fans know how to battle. Their fans know how to accept and come together during a relegation battle. Spurs fans, look at Professor, the guy in our circle crying. He's hitting the clubs every night. He's sad. These guys cannot accept being in a relegation battle, right? Hold that, Spurs. Spurs guys are chatting to me big time. Oh, we beat you in the final. What is that word? Surplus or oversurp you? Yeah, you ain't surping nothing, bro. Hold that,
Usurp.
Spurs.
It's usurp.
Usurp, yeah. Hold that. Anyways, okay, cool. Just a little talk about the league title, but we'll go into availability report really quick. The main ones were Polinia, Romero. Obviously, they had some sort of really bad head collision, and both of them are flagged, and we don't know whether they're going to be available for Anfield. On top of that, Tottenham have Van de Ven suspended as well, so they could be without 3 of their key central defensive assets for that game. Let's see if Polinia and Romero will be available. Munoz, I don't think he's going to make Leeds. He's not going to make the Palace game tonight. We're recording this on Thursday, March 12th. So just keep in mind, Munoz, maybe we'll get some information afterwards, but at the moment, he's unlikely to make that Leeds game. Elsewhere, Somerville was a main injury. Matty Cash as well is going to probably miss a week or 2. I don't know. I didn't really see any quotes on that. And Sunderland also picked up a few injuries. Oh, Wilson too. We don't know anything about Wilson. We'll have to see tomorrow what news we get. Anything else here, boys?
Sorry, one question on Wilson. What do you mean we don't know anything on Wilson? Was there not a press conference yet, or was
Not
that going to be
yet.
on Friday?
It's the press conference for Fulham will be Friday. Yeah.
Friday, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a big one, because he's quite a template pick. So maybe we want to touch on if he's out, if he's a seller or what. I mean, we'll touch on that later on.
Yeah, for sure.
Mateta's on the bench tonight for Palace.
Okay.
Unlucky SAR owners, man. No more pens. Cool. We'll move into a few questions we had on the Discord Q&A. We'll start with IBK, who said, is selling Morgan Rogers to Elliot Anderson a sideways move? What do you guys think?
On stock. Take away stock.
Selling Rogers. So what? Selling Rogers to Anderson a sideways move.
Yeah.
I quite like the move, to be honest, because if Rogers is a long-term keep for you, let's say you want Rogers for 7 game weeks, 8 game weeks, 9 game weeks. I'd rather honestly have Elliot Anderson for 9 game weeks in this meta than Rogers, because Rogers will get you a lot of 2-pointers and maybe 1 15-pointer in like 7 game weeks, whereas Anderson will get you a lot of 5s, the odd 7, potential double-digit with 1 assist from a set piece. Like, he's just better to tick along and hold long-term. Like, if you're looking to have an asset that you don't transfer out, so you save a transfer in that aspect, then I'd prefer Anderson, because like if you go for a DEFCON midfielder, you keep them and you save a transfer. That's the benefit. You don't expect hauls, but you save a free transfer and you can attack elsewhere. Whereas if you have Rogers, he doesn't get DEFCON. So the whole point is you need goals or assists. You need hauls, and I don't think Rogers is consistently explosive in this current Villa side. So like if you're taking on a DEFCON, you want to like target fixtures, whereas Rogers is a long-term hold. So yeah, I'd rather have Anderson.
Yeah, I don't think it's a sideways move, but is it the right move for your team necessarily? No, I don't know. There's no way I would be selling Dango, bro. It's Wolves and Leeds next, so Dango, yeah, no chance. It's better to sell him. Rogers, if you're looking to move off a mid, would be the one to move off. Whether the replacement is Elliot Anderson, we'll discuss that further in the Patreon. His second or third question it would be, what would you do if you have Sanchez and Dubravka? This one probably better for Stock to answer because obviously Jorgensen started Villa away and PSG away, but came under some scrutiny with a bad performance. Do you think maybe Rob Sanchez comes back into the team?
I'd be forced into making a move, to be honest, or just play Dubravka and don't really care. Like, it gets you save points. This is what it is. Sanchez, you can put him on the bench, wait till he's first choice again.
Oh, so you are expecting him to come back as first choice at some point?
If he wants to keep fans on his side, then I think he would, yeah. Because a lot of reactionary fans were calling Rosinha to be sacked after last night. So
yeah, fair. I think yeah, I would. What I would do is I would delay on that move, just play Dubravka, and then yeah, maybe we'll reassess that in a few weeks, closer to the kind
even
of
if
when the doubles
Sanchez,
comes.
even if Sanchez starts, our defense is shit. So I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have Chelsea defense.
Yeah. This one's from Manu Kayman. Why don't you help us out with this one? Start Harry Wilson or Morgan Rogers this week?
So, I mean, for the time being, because we don't know the fitness of Harry Wilson, and assuming that we still don't know, then probably Rogers. But if you do know that, if he's available, then of course Wilson. It's not even a no-brainer, honestly.
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
all
that.
depending on the news we get.
Cool, we'll fly past. We'll go into GA Imminent, guys. If you do not know what this section is, we have two tables. The top one are players who have accumulated at least 9 shots in their last 4, but scored no more than once. Players in the second table created at least 9 chances over the last 4, registered no more than 1 assist. And the leaders, in terms of who is due for GA, Marcus Tavernier right at the very top of the goals, and we have Anton Stach on top of the assists. Any interest in these two assets, guys?
Tavernier, yes, I'm looking at Tavernier. Interestingly or funnily enough, for Morgan Rogers, I think the question was about Elliot Anderson earlier. I think I would prefer Tavernier ahead of Elliot Anderson. Not that I don't like Elliot Anderson as a pick. I just think at that price point, at 5.3, 5.4, I think Tavernier is an incredible value, and he's almost a game breaker asset to be able to own. You're owning a Bournemouth talismanic asset who are very good attack with very good fixtures in the short term. And then you also get an asset who takes set pieces, who's on penalties, who's a threat from open play. It's just I struggle to find a better asset. Like I would happily pay whatever I'm paying for Morgan Rogers and some for Tavernier if I needed to. Honestly, like I've been one of the biggest advocates since he's became an option. And obviously people are going to say analytics FC, etc. Whatever. It's not analytics FC, mate. It's the facts of the facts. So, it's what's in front of us. The numbers, the item speaks for itself. The guy's an incredible asset. Whether if you're an ITIS manager or a numbers guy.
Yeah.
Or data dude, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
No, I 100% agree. I think Tavernier is quite interesting if you're in the midfield market this week. I do think he's probably better next to than Elliot Anderson. And yeah, he's been racking up chances since he's been back. He's looking very sharp. And it's obviously Burnley next. So yeah, good pick. And, people, if they don't believe in these charts, last week, I'll tell you some of the names we had. We had Bruno Fernandes on the assist one. We had Elliot Anderson on the goal one. We had Mo Salah on the goal one as well. Right? And all of these guys scored or assisted. So in terms of using these to kind of say, oh, who's really due, it does work out. Right? So just something I wanted to put in there. Because Stock was saying, oh, DEFCON imminent about Elliot Anderson, yeah? Stock, anyone interest you here?
No, because I own Thiago and I own Rogers and I own Calvert-Lewin, so hopefully they fall through.
Cool. We can move off of this. And we'll go into Erling Haaland. I just pulled this graphic I saw from Rob TFBL, really great graphic about Haaland's data over the course of the season. And the main thing that you can see here is on that left-hand vertical table is basically his non-pen XG per 90 rolling 5-game average, right? So if you see the trend coming into where we are now, it has significantly dropped. And for me, the way I look at it is, okay, he was getting tons of chances all the way into like the 14s. His non-pen XG was fantastic. Then hitting December when the schedule started firing up, he didn't have any rest. Marmoush's AFCON. His numbers started to decline. Then in and around 23, 22, when Semenyo comes, they drop even further. So now he's basically where he is right now is averaging around 0.2, 0.3 non-pen XG. Right? João Pedro is destroying him over the last 5 for a non-pen XG. So is this a concern for a Haaland owner like yourself, Kayman? Because obviously me and Stock don't have him, right? We're ahead of the curve. But is for you, is there a consideration to kind of look at going against him, or you think his numbers will come back around at some point?
I think you guys made a good decision. Can you guys hear me? I think there's a lag on my screen.
Yeah, you're back. You're back now.
Okay. No, sorry, there was a lag. I think you guys made the right decision in probably selling him. Especially if they do end up blanking in game week 31. However, if they don't blank, I think you may slightly regret it depending on if Haaland shows up or not. But based on the numbers and the eye test, based on what we've seen so far, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the downhill is continuing. But that will turn if the Pep changes the system and puts more wingers and prioritizes servicing Haaland, that could change any time, of course. But we haven't seen that as of recently. I think it was the right thing to do by take on Haaland in the short term. I think you guys made the right decision, and I hope you get rewarded for it. So far, you have, and I hope you do, because ultimately the person that you went to is Mohamed Salah, who's not very highly owned. So I'm happy for you guys to do well there, and I think anyone that went there last week is worth it. But I think going this week is not worth it, and the reason why, I just think it's just a golden fixture to have this week. Last week there was doubts about him starting, there was doubts around his minutes. He was carrying Nigo, etc. It was much more justified last week, and I could see a valid reason for it. But this week is very hard for me to justify because the fixture one is better than objectively what Mohamed Salah has. Even though it's Tottenham and they're really poor, I still think West Ham is a better fixture than Tottenham. And I think his minutes, I'm not sure about his minutes. Maybe he will get 90, but it still looks good to start because he did get subbed off for 90 minutes. But in regards to your numbers and concerns, I'm generally concerned, yes. But he's still a template asset. Like, as much as people have sold him, he's still carrying over 100 EO every week. So he's one of the assets as like a safety, but right now he's become a liability, not even a safety anymore. So after West Ham, I guess I'll reassess. But yeah, if they don't double, there might be an argument that he's a sell.
Stock, any
Yeah.
points here?
Yeah, the data's worrying, to be fair. Can you bit of a small sample size, things can quickly change, but yeah, I think eye test and data backs up that Semenyo's taking away a bit of the big chances that City generate. The team isn't focused around Haaland as much, it seems, at the moment, but he has missed a few games, like in between games. So how reliable is this data? Remains to be seen. Want to monitor. If for me, it's always captaincy with regards to Haaland. You're not going to captain him. Say if there's 6 game weeks and you're only going to captain him once. What is the point of owning him?
Yeah. 100%. I mean, if we look at captaincy matrix over sort of, across the last 9 weeks that we have, yes, West Ham probably look to captain 32-33 no. Now, let's say the Palace game gets moved into 33, because either way, I think City will have one double, right? Whether Burnley gets moved or not, who knows? He's probably best cap in 34, right? If you probably best cap in 34, maybe in 35. But from 36 to 38, I don't think he's involved. So basically, I'm looking at 34, maybe 33 if there's a double. But apart from that, don't think I'll be captaining him much for the rest of the season. I think the likes of Palmer, Saka, Bruno cover enough weeks. Salah covers enough weeks for me. So yeah, that's also another reason why. So I think Stock's spot on there with captaincy with Haaland. And
That makes sense.
I
Yeah.
also agree that it's not only just Semenyo, it's the fact it's the new system. Because when you play dual nines, automatically, if I'm a defender, the priority threat out of the dual nines is Haaland, which leaves the other more unattended, and that's why Semenyo's been getting the XG chances recently. Now that can obviously flip, but either way, consistent long-term basis, I would think Haaland be
I don't
marked
see
more.
that flipping without Semenyo being played on the wing and being taught to service rather than take shots. So Semenyo has to be instructed to be able to service Haaland, and otherwise, if he's told no, go and score and play the striker, then Haaland is going to continue to suffer by default.
This not the exact same, but this was like a focal concern of last season when it came to Haaland, because as a striker in FPL, and even when you watch him play, his routes to points are strictly pens and goals, right? And so as a player, he relies on service. So if the service isn't there, he takes like 5 touches in a game of football. Like the ball needs to be put on a plate for him, to be honest. Like he relies on his great movement and finishing. He's not someone who's going to get the ball like Ekatike or João Pedro and dribble, create his own chances. So if the service isn't there, I never rate him as an asset in FPL because he won't give you what you pay for.
Stock, if you are in a position where you have wildcard in your pocket and you're looking at, you're not going to captain 30, 31, 32, would you be looking to maybe offload or do you think West Ham just I can't sell him for that fixture?
Yeah.
Be difficult because you have to wait to see if City blank or not in 31.
And I guess that's a good segue into a bit of a chip chat here. And I don't want to go too much in depth with chip strats because so many variables are changing, but the way I'll put it is that, okay, for the Man City Palace game to still be a blank in 31, Palace need to get through in the conference and they're playing the first leg tonight. Stock, you said to me you do expect them to go through, right? I think they
Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll go through.
So if
Larnaca or not.
as long as Crystal Palace go through, City Palace, that game in 31 has to be moved, okay? Now, we were expecting Man City to get through Madrid, but with the first leg being a 3-goal deficit now, we don't know. Now, if they don't get through in the Champions League and they beat Liverpool in the FA Cup, it means that the Burnley game can stay in 34, but it also means that the Palace game is probably going to go in 33, which means City will still double in 33 with Arsenal at home and Palace at home, okay? Apart from that, now, I've been doing a bit of digging, and all of the fixture gurus think no matter whether Chelsea is in the Champions League or not, they think that the Brighton game will move into 33 because of some sort of TV scheduling with Sky. Apparently, they want some sort of game in that 33 midweek to create a Prem midweek. So they think that game's very likely to go in there, right? So the one that, in terms of we're really expecting, we know that Arsenal Newcastle's probably going to be a double in 33. So we are still looking at a sizable double in 33. We just might not get the City double in 36. Now, there's one more possible double, which involves Villa and Liverpool. We would need Aston Villa and Liverpool basically to get to the semifinals of their European competitions to then create a double in 36. So these are all the possibilities. In terms of early thoughts on chip strategy, where are you guys sitting at the moment? With obviously what I've just discussed.
I'm still bench boosting 33 and free hitting 34, I think.
Kayman? Can't hear you, Kayman. I don't know. Can you hear him, Sock?
No.
Sorry, it's hard for me to say when what the chip strategy is because I said all depending on how big the double is in 33. If the double is as predicted to be as big as it is, I think the template strategy which I'll be on, I'm not doing anything special this season. I'm literally just gonna follow the template most likely, and I think it makes sense. Is bench boosting the biggest double game week and use the free in blank 34, and of course wildcard in 32 because I have made or built my team around the idea that we're going to get a big double in 33 and I had an idea to navigate blank game week. So I'm already on that path, so I can't really divert from it now. It's too late. If I wanted to do something else, it wouldn't make sense. So I'm on the most template strategy you can think of.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me personally, all the chip strategies are up in the air. The one thing I want anybody who's listening to take away from this, if you don't know, please do not use your free hit in the blank game week 31. Just don't do it, because the blank in 34 is going to be way bigger. You're going to need your free hit in either 33 or 34, so don't use it in 31 if you're listening to this. That's the main
Can I ask you?
takeaway.
I want to ask you guys a question. Obviously, it won't take too long on it, right? Because it's not right now. But let's say the big boy is double. Let's say you're Liverpool, you're City, Chelsea, right? Arsenal. Let's say we'd all double. Who would you captain? Which premium would you go for? Like, which double do you think actually has the most juice in it?
Okay,
I think Liverpool's
it's a
is
good question.
actually good. I think it's...
No, I don't trust anyone in Liverpool to captain though. There's no
But
captaincy in
there's
Liverpool.
away Everton in the derby and then at home against Palace.
There's no one. Like, Mohamed Salah is not the same Salah unless he turns his form around and after the Wolves game and he looks good. But even then, his minutes are not great. And then secondly, Liverpool, if they're in the Champions League, they're probably going to prioritize the Champions League more than the Premier League because they're not really trying to go for the Premier League this season, as long as they have a comfortable lead on the top four. And then in regards to who's Chelsea's double is United and Brighton. Bro, believe it or not, I think Cole Palmer might be the best shot, bro. Honestly, Cole Palmer might be the best shot.
It's not bad. I
Yeah,
mean, a lot of people
bro.
are saying that, yeah.
Yeah, United and Brighton, like they're end-to-end game. Like you expect goals in both games, and you will see the link up between JP and Palmer. Like they prime in transitional games. You know, I would not be surprised if they both come out with a double-digit haul.
If
Like in
you
that
tell me now,
double.
all of them get 180 and who's your pick, I'd pick Haaland. Just because I've seen him historically score against Arsenal with the center backs fit. So if I think, okay, yeah, his ceiling's limited, I don't think he's scoring a hat trick, but I think he can get one, and then you're telling me to get 90 minutes for Burnley, then I think it would be Haaland for me. Just because the second fixture and he's proven that he can score against Arsenal. And they basically, if they want a shot at the title, that's a game where they really need to force the impotence and they really need to win that because otherwise Arsenal will win the league. But yeah, I think if you told me 180 for everyone, it would be either Salah or Haaland.
Across both games, you'd probably argue that Liverpool's is the best, but I don't think I could trust Salah to play 90 in both because in like midweek games, this guy's getting early subbed, having poor games. Like even Saka, mate, Saka's stinker in the Champions League and hooked.
Well, all of the premiums had a stinker in the champs. Though.
That Saka's washed. If people say Salah's washed, Saka's washed.
But even Haaland, but I would argue even Haaland is getting rotated though. Even Haaland is getting minutes. What's it called? Chopped off right now. Like Marmoush can come in and dunk on Burnley, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's bench. I'm not saying he will be. I would not be surprised if Marmoush jumps on for Burnley and does his thing.
Rotations increase if they're in all comps though, but I can't see them turning that around against Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Well, any final takeaways here?
There's a question on the chat about triple captain. What if you have triple captain left? If you want to chat about that.
TC is quite simple for me. It's you just hold it. You don't make any reservations about your chip strategy if you have TC. And kind of let the fixtures fall and concrete themselves and then make your decision on your chip strategy. It's too early to say, but what I would say is that if you do have a TC with the possibility that City are going out of the Champions League, the minutes for Haaland look a lot better for that Burnley game. So I would be considering 33 TC for sure. Stock?
Yeah. Triple captain, you don't need to plan for it, man. It doesn't impact your team, to be honest. Just play it by ear. If you get a double in 36, great. If you don't, like triple captain's fine in a single game week because you're in a position where the template scored 21 points. That's it, 21 points. So you only have to beat. Did we get 21 points?
Yeah, 7 times 3. Yeah.
So yeah, man, you can play it in a single.
It's absolutely nothing. It's literally nothing.
You're now in a position where you don't even need to play it in a double. You can play it in a good single, and you could look at Haaland in the first chip we used. What did he get? 51.
16
times 3.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
bro,
honestly, you can hold it like late game. There's one single game week captaincy I highlight, and that's Saka Burnley Holmes 37. So
Oh my
worst
god.
case, if you
Oh my
need,
god. No, no,
are you
no. Please
serious,
stop.
bro?
Well, are you? No, are
Benji,
you
why are
serious, bro? Or are you serious? Every
you trying to
chance
set
you
the
get,
viewers up for failure? You're trying to set the
every
viewers up for
chance
failure,
you
bro.
get, you just throw in Saka's name, just put his name, force his name in every conversation you can think of, bro. As if you're gonna sit here and act like that this man did not blank away to Burnley when he was my captain and ruin me. As if you're not gonna act like, come on, bro. And
His
you're
data
telling
was
people
good.
to
His
triple
data was
captain me.
good. His data was good that
I
game.
don't
It was
know, bro. Listen,
unlucky.
I don't want to get frustrated. Listen, it's a month of Ramadan. I don't want to get mad. Just let's move on, bro. We're not.
Benji, did
Listen,
you
if
watch
you
the
captain,
Champions League
I
game? We
did,
got
yeah.
subbed in the 59th minute.
I saw. No, he was bad. No,
They
Saka
were
was
one. They
bad.
were one.
But all I'm saying is, if you're looking at what's the best single game week TC later down the line, that game could be the the title sealer for Arsenal,
All right.
and it's Burnley at home.
I would
so I'm just throwing it out there.
I'd like to combat what you just said, because on paper, I think that you make a good. Obviously, it's hard to disagree on paper. However, if you analyze Arsenal a bit deeper as a team, I just don't see them with their attack as the type of team to go smash a team by 4 or 5 goals. When was the last time they did that? And if they do score
few weeks
3 or
ago,
it's
actually.
set pieces, bro.
A few weeks ago, Sunderland at home, 3-0, Leeds 4-0. They can smash.
They can, of course, they can.
But
I don't
I get
dispute
you. They're not a team that goes for it like big goals. Yeah, I understand.
Bro, there's so many options. There's so many options because in the last game of the season, there tends to be a lot of goals. There's teams on the beach. Like, mate, there's so many opportunities. Like, and how good would it be to have a chip for game week 38 like that, where like if you're in a mini league, you need to claw back 15 points, triple captain, bosh. Like,
Yeah, I did
don't
it
know, man.
last
I'd be
season
tempted.
actually. TC 38 on Mo Salah, 10 times 3. So yeah,
I would
you can.
consider Palmer triple captain in 37 over Saka at Burnley.
Oh, Chelsea to
Oh,
relegate Spurs. Palmer
Yes.
TC. Oh my god, bro,
Yeah.
that would be glorious.
Yes, I'll put my hat in for Palmer in 37.
Yeah, fair. Palmer versus Saka in 37 TC. It's a good shout. Cool. Anything else here on chips, or we're good to move on, boys?
Good to move on, mate.
Okay, cool. We're going to head into the midfield quickly because there's a few guys to discuss. We're going to discuss Harry Wilson. But the first name I wanted to discuss was obviously Morgan Rogers, 4 consecutive blanks. Villa stinking up the gaff. He is playing tonight in France. 7.5 million. He's getting destroyed by the likes of James Garner, Elliot Anderson, Anton Stach, and both of you own him. Why you guys own him? Don't you think you should sell?
Own who?
Morgan Rogers.
It's a skill issue, Benjy.
Yeah,
I
you know
help.
what? Kayman was laughing at me
you.
4 weeks ago. I sold Rogers and he was saying, Benjy bought him just to sell him, blah, blah, blah. What now, Kayman?
Well, you sold him 6 weeks ago, and then he got 2 double-digit return. When
No,
you sold
he
him.
didn't get a double-digit return. Don't do this, bro.
Yes, he did. No, yes, he did. He's got
Dad's life,
yeah.
he didn't. He got an 8-pointer, that's all.
No,
no, he scored
against
Bournemouth. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he
Yeah.
got 10 points. Yeah, fair enough.
Anyways, look, the point is this: you sold him and you got rewarded, regardless. However you slice it, like he didn't do enough to hurt you, regardless. And you took on the template. So kudos to you. You was right. I was wrong. I put too much faith in this absolute fraud. The funny story, guys. Here's the funny story. I've owned Morgan Rogers this year, like for 9 weeks all in total. From game week 1 to game week 5, I've got 0 returns. From game week 24 to game week 29, now is it for another 4 weeks, and I've got nothing. So 9 weeks, 0 return from an asset. I will 100% be selling Morgan Rogers if Harry Wilson is fine. There's 0 doubt in my mind that this person will be going from my team. It's just a matter of whether if I have an option, whether if I have other fires to put out, like an urgent. So basically, if Wilson is out, I don't know if he's worth keeping, guys, honestly. So it's basically, which one do I want to take out? Wilson or Rogers? Rogers is at least fit and playing. Okay, fair enough, he's going to blank probably, but at least he's not going to get 0 points. Like, I'm going to get something from him. Whereas if Wilson is out, I think he's a sell.
Yeah, I agree. The thing that I would say about Rogers is that I think he's an acceptable sell. I said this in my transfer tips shorts. If you want to sell him, you don't have other fires, do it. Because at his price point, there's only one way I see him, in that he's going to be losing you money, losing you points in the field. He's a high EO asset that's not really gaining you much. So if you want to sell, and also one of the reasons why I was like, okay, hold him is because he could double. But in the last 10 days, with the progress that we've seen in the FA Cup, now we know he's not going to double. Maybe he can double 36, but at that point, you can get him for 1-2 weeks at that point. You don't need to carry him all the way. So if you want to sell, I think it's definitely you can. Definitely. Stock?
Yeah, man, it's a fine sell, man. Rogers is a fine sell.
Who would you look at then in terms of replacements? Kayman's obviously looking at Tavernier.
Yeah, I just think it depends on your strategy. If you're going to wildcard in 31, I mean 32, take your pick.
yeah.
Take your pick, man. Like, go for whoever you want. Look at the next two fixtures and enjoy him. Tavernier obviously stands out in that
Obviously,
sense.
Dango Shadow is also a shout stock if you want to go
Hmm.
double up on the Brentford lads as the alternative of
Yeah.
Tavernier and yeah.
For someone like Stock,
And
I
then
would be looking long term at the fixtures, and like in terms of Stock, I'm saying somebody who's already used his wildcard, so it's not a short term landscape that he's looking at. Because Bournemouth across the rest of the season, they're second bottom in the fixture ticker, right? So I would probably look at more so like an Anton Stat, which I still think is really cheap if you need money for something else. Otherwise, I still think Brentford's fixtures are good until like 35, and then you can pivot out. So personally, I would be looking at a Sade or a Dango for sure. And the comments that Keith Andrews said about Dango protecting him means that the penalty Panenka missed doesn't really concern me in terms of a benching or anything. He was very supportive, and he understands just part of football. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit of a mental break though. He needs to be able to recover mentally. So I think he deserves a rest. He's due a rest. Hopefully, he takes that into consideration.
Hey, cheeky boy, bro. He's not getting a rest. He'll be fine. What about Enzo Fernandez stock? No.
no, I'm good.
What the hell? Where did Enzo came from? That's such a random.
He's doubling it. He's doubling in 33, quite likely, no matter if they get knocked out. Newcastle,
Do you know who this? Do you know who this guy is? Do you know who this guy is? Do you know who this guy
Morgan
is?
Rogers,
Bro,
Dom
this guy,
Solanke.
bro.
Bro, you got
João
JP
Pedro.
and Palmer there, bro. Like I don't know
João
if
Pedro and Palmer. That'll do, Donkey. That'll do.
No, that's fair enough. What about Florian Wirtz? 8.3. He's back fit now. Any interest there?
You know what? Yeah, I mean, I've already committed to Soboslai myself personally, but if I didn't have a Liverpool mid, I'd consider him. Yes, like he would be one of the options I'm considering between Tavernier and Wirtz. That would be my dilemma. I'll be honest, and it will be a close one.
Is it Kayman? Do you think it's too late for United mid now, considering our performance is kind of dropped?
No, our attack is always good. So if you want to go for United mid, it's always good. Our
I
attack
think it's
is
this simple. It's hard. Have fun. 32. If you've used your wild card, roll. Don't even be looking at mids. Just roll.
Amazing. We'll talk about the forwards now, and the guy that we need to discuss. Obviously, Stark was doing it. Stark, can you do it again? What is it, like this? Like that, right? Cold JP.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's 76 points in the last 7 or 8 game weeks. He's averaging 9.5 points per game under Liam Rosenior. I was doing a bit of digging in terms of what has changed, and I was seeing how Rosenior wants him to basically link up as a striker is much different to what Maresca wanted. He's not coming deep to get the ball and kind of build up and chance create. He's going in behind a lot more. Stock, where do you sit on João Pedro in terms of, how bad do people need this guy? Do you expect him to continue this as well?
Not bad. Calm down, mate. Calm down. Yeah, I think he's a great asset. I think he's a great player. I think the fixtures are fine, and we double. So yeah, I think he's a good buy at any point.
Yeah, I do like the Chelsea fixtures. Now, City at home, United at home, and then Brighton away is not great. But I do think, 35 to 38, Forest at home, Tottenham at home, and Sunderland. Liverpool as well is good. Any game where they're going to be playing somewhat of a high line there's going to be opportunities for Chelsea's attack. So, yeah, I really think as long as you're not selling, this is my perspective, as long as you're not selling Haaland this week, Ekitike this week, or Thiago this week, you can sell any other striker and buy João Pedro. I think it's acceptable. That's the way I put it.
Rosania said JP is on the same level as Mbappe. Oh, I forgot. Let me check. Where is JP's World Cup trophy? Sorry, I can't see it. No, man.
Thanks, Kayman. Very insightful. Very insightful. Cool. Anything else on the forwards here, boys, or no? Oh, Kroopy. If you have Kroopy, would you start him this week or no?
No, mate, I wouldn't.
Same. I think he could be benched this week, to be fair. Just quickly, we'll discuss defenders. Honestly, guys, if you can delay defender moves, that's what I would recommend, because I don't see amazing entrances for many defenders this week. Like, it's just all meh, really. Maybe you look at Van Dijk again, but then again, do you trust the defense? No.
Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? Is that why? Is that because you want to sing that song, Benjy? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're recommending Virgil, yeah?
No, but there's no good defenders to buy. Tell me. Maybe, you know what? I would maybe look at Chelsea defense, because they could double long term.
Chelsea defense, come on, bro. Come on.
Why?
Can't be trolling,
what's
bro.
funny? I think the
They're
fullbacks
horrible
are quite
defensively.
attacking, to be honest.
They're defensively horrible, bro.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
I'd
Yeah,
look
our
at yeah, go on.
No, our defense is trash. I agree. We play we're like PSG. We play very open, attacking, front-footed football, so we leave big spaces, big chances.
Yeah. Personally, like I said, look to delay your defensive moves. If you really need a defender, I would look at Brentford. Just a good fixture patch long term. Wolves, Leeds, and Everton in the next 3. 2 of those at home. Yeah, I think I would probably look there. Vandenberg. Personally, I think all 3 center backs will play, because the Hickey's out with a hamstring injury. So I think it'll be either Vandenberg or Ayer as one of the fullbacks on either side, and then Collins and or Ayer / Vandenberg as the center back. So I think all 3 will play. If you are interested in a defender, I think it should be them. Cool. Anything else here?
O'Reilly, by the way, I watched the Champions League highlights. By the way, he should have scored versus Madrid as well. You see how high he was up in the second half, Benjy.
Yeah, I did. I saw he was good, but he also misjudged the Valverde first goal, right?
No, I know. But he's not going to be playing as a defender though in the Prem. I don't think he'll be playing in midfield. Like, he is like, bro. I'm really happy that I own him. Yeah.
Yeah. Benching's on the way, bro. But yeah, we'll see about that one. Cool. We'll move into captaincy. Talk to me about your first gut instincts here, as I'm gonna run the poll.
Wait, is my eyes deceiving me? Hold on a second. Where is Bukayo? For the first time, I don't see Bukayo in here. Where is Bukayo going, Benjy?
It was between Saka and Palmer. I just think that Newcastle's just a little bit better of a fixture. Yeah, that's why Palmer sneaks in here. But Saka's an option, definite, very close to making the 4 this week.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts here, boys?
Banks made a donation, Benjy, if you're honest. He basically said, yeah.
Risk starting O'Reilly this week or sell now with Wildcard 32?
Oh, bro, I don't know why it's a risk. I think O'Reilly's gonna play midfield. I think he's gonna start. Personally.
Yeah, I would just keep O'Reilly. Don't think it's worth a transfer, bro.
I mean, they play what? They're blank next week, right?
Yes,
but West Ham is worth keeping. Yeah, I think it is worth keeping, because I think we may also get some leak as well, because the deadline is not too far away from it's 1:30 deadline, isn't it? And they play 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
So
I
2 to 4
also
hours before deadline.
one thing I would say is also Somerville is confirmed to miss that game, so West Ham's attacks is significantly weaker, and I think the clean sheet odds are higher. So that's what I would say.
Yeah.
I'd probably keep him, to be honest. So okay, anyways, captaincy 4 options this week.
O'Reilly is a serious captaincy shout then, no? In one of these weeks. So let's say Man City, right, have really high odds of a clean sheet. Let's say they're playing at Burnley at home, or like you just said, a West Ham, no Somerville, right?
Yeah.
Considering how attacking he is,
Yeah.
he's a differential captaincy 1 week coming up. Don't you think, if there's a bad week for premiums?
Yeah. Could yeah, definitely. Especially if if we see more and more minutes in the midfield, for sure, yeah. Huge upside.
Yeah, it's just that we need to be sure that he's starting. I need to get a confirmation that he's starting. Then I'm willing to put that armband on him. But that has to be in extreme circumstances where, like, I don't like Haaland's minutes, or I think he's a rotation risk, or he's not starting. I think if Haaland is starting for City, I'm always going to captain Haaland ahead of O'Reilly. Like, I understand that he's playing out of position and whatnot, but at the end of the day, he still doesn't have the same level of open play threat as Haaland, and he's not a striker.
He's got more open threat. He's got more open play threat from what I've been watching the last 4 or 5 game weeks.
I can see what you mean. I do see what you mean, but at the same time, it's Haaland, man. He's Haaland.
Yeah, but listen, it's Haaland. Like, what's that done for people? What's he done the last couple of game weeks? No, I'm being serious though. If Haaland scores 1 goal, he gets 6 points, 7 points. O'Reilly gets a clean sheet, he matches him, and that's not even including his attacking threat.
No, I hear you. I don't dismiss your opinion on it. I agree with you. It's just that if Haaland is there, I would always choose him ahead of O'Reilly. The reasoning is simply because he's on penalties and he's the main talisman, and he's going to be in more favorable position to get those chances than someone like O'Reilly. So
yeah, definitely something. If you have a TC, something to think about in terms of an alternate option that has huge upside, because to be accessing a City box crashing 8 who's priced as a defender at that price, and yeah, his data's great, everything is great, so it's huge upside. But cool, we'll come to 30 captaincy, and I've gone with these 4 options. Now, I know there's a lot of other options people are kind of circulating around. Number 1, I want to put this Ekitike cap nonsense to bed. He's not going to play 90 minutes against Tottenham. He won't. Okay, yes, he has good rest spacing coming into the 30 fixture, but it's still Sunday, Wednesday, and Arne Slot will know there's a lot of pressure on him for that Galatasaray game. I highly doubt he's going to play 90 minutes, and we have seen over the last sort of 14 days that Ekitike has been the priority to preserve for Arne Slot. So if you're thinking to captain Ekitike, I would strongly recommend against it. The other 4 options we have: Salah, Tottenham home, fantastic record, arguably his favorite or top 3 favorite fixture in the Prem. It's only blanked once there at home in around 8 starts. Really, really, really good historicals, and the market odds have him as the strongest projections for 1 GA this game week at 1.19. Followed by that, Erling Haaland, who has a flawless record at the London Stadium with 5 goals in 3 starts. Really, really solid. But look at the spacing: Wednesday away in Madrid, Saturday away in West Ham, and then Tuesday again with Madrid at home. So there is a little bit of concern for minutes. Bruno, you know what you're going to get. His historicals are mixed. He does have a missed pen in there in like 5 home starts against Villa, and obviously market odds not really hot on him. And then Palmer. The reason I put Palmer over Saka here is because I think this Newcastle fixture is a really nice fixture for him. The only concern is minutes, right? Because will Rosenior, prioritize that Champions League game if it's like 2-1? If it's 2-1
to prioritize that, the game is done. They're done 3-0.
Okay, but that's a fan opinion, buddy. Like, do you think that the coach of Chelsea Football Club is going to go into that game and say, yeah, he's going to say to the players, okay, forget it, let's just focus on Prem? No.
Well, he's gonna have to, because he's gonna be getting fired if he's not getting top 4. Like, he's gonna have to put all his eggs into one basket now, because he's not winning that Champions League game. Respectfully, mate, that is not happening. I'm giving that like 5% or 10% chance, right? So he's gonna need to secure the top 4, and they're not safe. Like, what position are they now?
No, that's fair enough. But what I would say is, if the score is a 2-1 to Chelsea, we've seen Palmer come off early before, and he's just played 82 minutes in France. I wouldn't be surprised to see an early sub against Newcastle. And look at the spacing again: Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday. So yeah, stock.
I own Salah and I own Bruno. I don't own Palmer. I don't own Haaland. I would argue that the minutes surrounding Palmer, Salah, and Haaland are at risk. They're quite vulnerable because of the Champions League. I don't think any manager will chalk the second leg. To be honest, Chelsea have done it before against teams in the Champions. I'm not saying we're going to do it, but they're not going to give up. That's not going to happen. Look at the spacing, and then just look at Salah's performances, like 59-minute sub, 69-minute sub performance. Same with Saka, Palmer, PSG, other game. Newcastle, PSG, like those are 2 frantic, high-octane games, which requires a lot of energy. Can't see Palmer playing 90. Haaland, Is he even fit? Like, this guy keeps getting randomly benched, blah, blah, blah. Even as a fixture, Villa, we battered them. Villa take a lot of chances. United are at home. Bruno has so many routes to points. There's no worry about minutes. There's no hard game either side of the game. Is he not just the like Homer Simpson meme captain?
Yeah.
I own Salah, and I'm genuinely gonna probably captain Bruno because I can't be asked with this Salah crap against Tottenham. Like, if he's getting benched, or
Yeah,
is Frimpong gonna play? Like, I don't know with Salah.
the thing, the way I put it with Mo is that, okay, maybe my perspective, which I'm about to say on Salah's minutes, is biased because I own him. But the way I look at it is that if you look at their schedule, right? So this is it with game week 29 factored in, okay? So before game week 29 was game week 28. He played 90 minutes at home to West Ham, right? 90 minutes. Then he went away to Wolves and played another 90 minutes. Then he played another 65 minutes at Wolves in the FA Cup. And then in a Friday, Tuesday turnaround, he played 60 minutes in Galatasaray in Turkey whilst he's fasting for Ramadan. No food, no water. He traveled. And I just think it's a little bit of build-up why he got an early sub. Ultimately, I thought Wirtz missed bigger chances. And coming into Tottenham at home and Galatasaray at home with 5 night spacing, I expect him to get 80 plus here. But I understand the concerns, obviously, because the minutes haven't been great over Wolves and Galatasaray. I understand that. But I just think it's a bit of, he's been overloaded a little bit.
You're not accounting for one fact. This is the fact. If Salah has a shit first half, he could get subbed in the 60th minute.
That's true.
You're not accounting for the fact. Like, Saka had a whole week's rest before this Champions League game. He didn't play in the FA Cup. He had a full week's rest. He got subbed in the 59th minute because he was playing fucking shit. Mo Salah could easily play shit and get subbed at half time. Could he not play Szoboszlai right back, Frimpong right wing?
Yeah.
Because Gomez can't play 3 games in a row, surely not. He's just come back from injury. So either one of Frimpong and Szoboszlai are going to go right back.
No, you're right. You're right. In terms of, whose minutes are the least game state impacted, it's definitely Bruno. Like, Haaland, Palmer, and Salah, depending on what happens in the game, what the game state is, and how they're playing, could definitely see minutes shaved, right? So, yeah, I agree with you, but I still think that as long as he doesn't have a stinker, and there's risk with the minutes, of course, but I still think that he's good for 85 plus here, and I still think that Salah is better than Frimpong on the wing. Yeah.
Bruno has so much going for him in terms of like spacing, etc. Right, and routes to points. Also, Villa are playing a grueling tie right now against Lille. I think they're 0-0 still.
Yeah.
Let me quickly check the score. Aston Villa 1-0 up. He's just subbed off Watkins, Douglas Luiz, Sancho, and Buendia. ROGERS 90 minutes. Like, they've still got injuries to their team. Like, they're playing Bogard at right back. Like, Villa are pants, man.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't disagree with you. And if you, I've got a few tables here now. If you look at like last four home and away splits, what that means is I've taken the last 4 games, for instance, for Newcastle, they're playing away in Chelsea, so I've taken their last 4 away games. For West Ham, I've taken their last 4 home games, and that's the same thing for the last 6 home and away splits. And the last 6, like straight up, is just home and away combined, right? So if you look at the stats, actually Villa in the last 6 who have the worst defensive stats. And yeah, I think that does speak volumes in terms of they are starting to slide off of the good patch that they were playing, but it's still Tottenham that's looking like the best fixture. I mean, across the season, of course, it's West Ham, but look at West Ham. Last 6, last 4, last 6, everything is all in red. Their defense, Nuno's really, really shut up shop a lot better. And especially with Disasi coming in, they've been a lot more solid. They've conceded, even the last 6, only 9 big chances compared to 14 for Villa, 20 for Tottenham, and 24 for Newcastle. So in terms of have West Ham really improved their defense, they have. Right? This is not the same fixture. And not to mention, they're also playing the deepest defensive line in the entire league. You are very unlikely to get transitional situations in this game for Haaland, which is something else to consider as well.
No problem. Haaland cap in Gameweek30 will be there.
So I'm not surprised by Kayman, but yeah.
Enjoy your 6 points, buddy.
Hey, 6.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take 6 points.
I would
Remember this is a game, Kayman. Remember that. Enjoy it. Are you enjoying this game right now? Are you enjoying FPL?
No, but when you say enjoy, like, who do you want to captain? I genuinely believe that Haaland is the best captain this week, away to West Ham. Like, it's not like a. I
Not
mean,
a
I'm not
bad
sure.
captain.
I think he's the best captain.
Better than Bruno.
Bro, I just think Bruno, like, as much as we want to crap on Villa, at the end of the day, they're still a decent defense, bro. Like, I don't think it's a fixture that I would want to captain a player against. I know JP's done a madness. Like, it doesn't happen very often that someone goes out there and absolutely smashes Villa and they hold, like, with 3-4 returns, you know? It doesn't happen very often. So, yeah, I still think,
What I
even better.
want to say is you need guys who are actually looking at Haaland, go and look at, all the stats that I've collected here. And by the way, this is from Opta, this is from Fantasy Football Scouts. These are all accurate statistics. West Ham's numbers across, shots, you want to look at XGC, you want to look at big chances, everything. All the numbers are down. You compare them to these other fixtures, it's actually not that great for Haaland. I'm just gonna that's my perspective. I don't really think that he's going to be the best cap this week, especially with the turnaround and Madrid, obviously. So, yeah, I'd be looking elsewhere. I think Newcastle's fantastic fixture for the Chelsea attackers. It's just the problem is the minutes, really. And in terms of which attacks have been performing in the league recently, Chelsea obviously off of the really good fixture run. So not most of their numbers are really hot across, last 6, last 4. Liverpool at home have been scoring goals recently. Now, yeah, a few of them were set pieces, but they have hit big in a few games recently. I think 6-0 Karabag, 4-1 Newcastle, 5 against West Ham. So they have been hitting big recently at home. The big 7, all of them are on Haaland. But what I would say is, Focal, Praz, Fran, and Let's Talk FPL are seriously discussing and considering the Haaland to Salah swap this week and captaining Mo Salah. FPL Review has him as the top prospect this week, not even with 90 minutes. It's at 7.5 projected points. You can see the top 6 there as well, who they really believe. Ekatike is sitting around 5.5 projected points for whoever's interested.
I own
Nice.
Salah. I'm worried about him, to be honest, man. Like, Tottenham are pants. The fans have given up. The manager, I think, is going to be inevitably sacked. They're playing awful. I don't think the players want to play. I don't know if they've got the will to fight. But Salah just worries me, bro. Like, I don't like 59th minute sub, 69th minute sub after having this 2 stinkers.
Can Salah get a rest? I mean, the poor guy's
No.
Ramadan, he needs a little bit of rest. He had played them away to Turkey. Come on, maybe Slot said, you know what, give him a rest. Maybe let him recover.
Listen, I just think that I think Salah's an extremely fit guy. He's a very professional athlete, but I'm sorry, he's 33, 34. Ramadan has a toll, especially Turkey, one of the loudest stadiums that you can play at. With the minutes overload that he has had over the last 8 to 9 days, I was not surprised with the early sub. That's all I want to say, and he has the best spacing coming into 30. So
I think that's bullshit. I think that's utter fucking copium bullshit. You're not surprised that this guy got subbed in the 59th minute when they're 1-0 down. Oh, because it's noisy. Oh, shut, bro. What? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. If you don't agree with me,
no, that's copium. You're
enough.
telling me you're not surprised he was subbed in the 59th minute.
No,
that's bullshit.
I've already told you he started Saturday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday. He started 3 consecutive away games since Ramadan.
So he got subbed early. He got subbed early against Wolves when they were 2-0 up, so that he could play Galatasaray. Like, that 59th minute sub is not something that was pre-planned because of fatigue during Ramadan. That's bullshit.
No, I'm not saying that it was, but what I'm saying was his poor performance. In my opinion, I don't really read into that much because of the amount of minutes that he's played over this period. I don't think the sub was because of all the factors I'm discussing, but I'm saying that it potentially his performance was because of some of those factors, and that's why I'm not really concerned considering he's got 5 nights before Spurs. I still think Salah's in their best team. Like I saw the Liverpool game. He was not only the only shit player. and all these Liverpool guys protecting Florian. The guy missed 2 big chances. The chances didn't fall to Salah. That's just the truth. But anyways, just finishing up on captaincy, what I want to say
we
is,
gotta finish up ASAP, by the
what
way.
I want to say is
go.
about, I like Bruno Cap a lot. The one concern I have is that United's attack recently, our numbers have been sliding off a bit. However, we are fully rested. We are playing a team who's playing tonight in France. And obviously, we're looking to bounce back from our first loss under Carrick. So, yeah, you could see us turn around. It's a great fixture. And if you just want someone who's not going to have all the headaches and issues, you go for Bruno Fernandes this week. And he is above
Captaining Bruno Fernandes.
He is above
versus
Haaland,
Villa.
by the way, on FPL reviews projections.
No, I understand. Listen,
keep that in
captaining him when you have options like Haaland, away to West Ham, I just think that's like a skill issue, bro. Respectfully.
Wow.
I think if you have Haaland and he's playing away to West Ham, and you're captaining Bruno away to Villa or at home to Villa, I just think that's a skill issue, personally.
Fair enough. Cool. Anything else here? Or move into team selections?
Yeah, let's go here because I gotta go. So
Okay.
hurry up.
We'll start with Kayman. Go ahead, Kayman, take it away.
I mean, I'm not really creepy. Shouldn't be starting. I think it will be Wilson, and I may take a hit this week. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What's your guys' thoughts on taking our Rogers for Tavernier and then chasing points and getting Mr. JP the Shapeshifter R9?
Ooh. Oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I do know about that one. I think that's a good move. And the reason why it's a good move is because in the following week, I'll have to play Creepy to be able to field 11. And Mukiele might not be available, so I may have 10 players. So if I was going to take a hit, I might as well take a hit in week advanced and get the player that I want and gain in the short term, and it is what it is. So,
yeah. What happens if JP gets injured? You're taking a hit early for the next fixture.
That's outside of my control, but at least I optimize my team this week and next week with a hit.
Yeah, you could take the hit, but yeah, I would just wait on Wilson news because I think if Wilson is good to go, I would just do the Rogers to Tav move.
I agree, but even then, I think if you guys haven't looked at FPL teams, but when I go on FPL
no,
team,
I do, I know, because you're gonna be playing only one striker in 31, right?
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but you can make the striker move in 31 as well.
No, that's true. I could. Yeah, I could.
Because buying JP, but like, what happens if let's say they're 2-0 up against Newcastle, 70 minutes, JP has 0 involvement. Racinho's looking at it like, oh, I've got an opportunity here. I can just rest JP 70 minutes off for 2 points. Was it worth it?
Yeah, I mean,
then he
as
gets
I said,
bro. There's too many possibilities. I would rather you play a bit more passive with that striker spot and then pick the guy next week rather than go for this week.
Let's see though. Let's see.
It depends on Wilson though. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Cool. Stock. Nice green, bro. By the way, look at JP, bro. Oh my god. I'm so jealous.
Yes. Salah, Cap, JP. To be honest, Brentford and Leeds let me down big time. Could have been a really, really nice green arrow, but yeah, let me down. But yeah, easy roll for me, bro. Probably the captaincy will be between Salah and Bruno. I'm leaning Bruno because I can gain off Salah anyways, and I just don't want the headache when it comes to captaincy. So yeah, you can move on.
Yeah, cool. This is me into the top 5K generational week. Very happy with it. Sold Haaland, got Salah. Just followed the model, followed my captaincy model, and yeah, it worked out. I'm happy about that. But this week, I think I'm just going to roll. I'm going to force roll. I'm currently playing Benjy over Harry Wilson just for DEFCON purely, but the rest of the team perfectly happy with it. Double defense, Lacroix with Leeds, Alderete at home, Bruno, Salah, Anderson, and then Ekitike, Thiago, Bowen all at home. Only one away fixture in my entire team this week, so pretty happy with the lineup. Looking to roll.
Nice.
Sweet. Peer pressure team. We had a certain Jordan press the wild card last week, and we did finish on a red arrow. Thank you, Stark, very much.
Oh my god. This is
cool. We will do the draw for the point here. Can it please go to me for once, man? Oh, no, you're joking me, bro. This game is so bad, man.
Adios. And I think I got decision banked as well. I think.
No, you don't. You don't.
Yes, I think so. I think I got decision banked on top of that as well. I'm gonna have to check some receipts.
Oh my god,
Hey,
he gets it
no,
again, bro.
no,
This guy, bro. I'm so
no,
sick of it,
hey,
bro.
come
I'm so
on,
sick of
man.
it, man.
Come on, bro. What
Ah,
is this?
man, this guy's bro. Okay,
Come
this is the
on, bro.
team. I think it's an easy roll, right? Do you guys agree? I think it's an easy roll.
Yeah. Roll.
Nah, I want to make a transfer, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Freaking guy, bro. Freaking guy.
Hey, let's make a
Bloody-
transfer.
This Kayman,
brother.
bro. This guy has the twitchiest
guess.
fingers, bro. He wants to
He
make
wants
a
to
view
bring in
every
JP.
week, bro.
Bringing JP, bro.
There you go. One transfer, 0.6 in the bank.
That trying to make JP to come around being JP, man.
He can't get him.
Yeah, you can hold that.
I'd like to sell Bruno Fernandes to Elliot Anderson. Thank you.
Like, stop. He's just using it as a social experiment again. All right, let's we're gonna roll, right? Sock?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Bruno to a non-playing midfielder, please. I'm sabotaging this team. You want to veto? You can.
No, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna.
Bro,
take
come
Bruno.
on, be
Sell
serious, man. I can't actually.
So
do
Bruno, I
this,
don't
bro.
care. So Bruno, I don't care.
All right, it's Bruno to Elliot Anderson.
Are you? Oh my goodness gracious, bro.
Done.
We're playing anti FPL. Yep, confirm.
Done.
Cayman.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? What do you want me to do, Benjy?
Veto.
Why would I? That's a stupid move. Why would he even suggest it to begin with? Why am I gonna use my veto for that? Doesn't make any sense. No, I'm not using.
Okay,
my veto for
Socky,
that,
this is your last chance.
Yeah, go on. No, I'm joking.
Bro, are
What?
you serious? You said go
Are you
on.
stupid?
No, bro. All right,
Bro,
I'm
I
done.
said I'm
out of-
joking.
Nah.
I said I'm
He
joking.
said go. Cayman,
I
did
said-
he not say go
I'm
on?
clearly
He said go
joking,
on,
and you
Cayman.
did it. Nah, Benji, I said I'm joking before you pressed it.
This is unacceptable. Cayman,
Wow.
come on. You heard him.
I agree with you. I agree. He was trolling. He's his fault. He done the move. That's it. Live with it now.
Wow.
That's it.
Benji,
He done
that's
the
a
move. Now
skill
live
issue.
with it.
Benji, that is a skill issue.
Your
bro.
move. That was your move, though. Start. That was your move.
Benji, honestly, I can't believe that you've done that, Benji. That is a skill issue.
All right, we're playing anti FPL. Anyways, thank you guys. We will have to run now, so no end questions. But yeah, thank you. It was a good pod, and we'll speak to you in the next one.